Student, so the first thing we need to know is the tools that we will be using. We need to have a ruler that will be used for measurement in when we want to measure the distance between 2 points. And then the next one is the protractor. Protractor is the one we will be using to get the angle between certain lines for the pairing. And then the next one is compass direction. Compass direction will be used to get the distance, exact distance between 2 points. So the question says the diagram is in the scale drawing of 2 fishing boats and it is between point P and Q over shore of port A. So we need to know the distance between point A and point P. So the first one is we need to get the scale of this diagram. So using the scale which we have here, it says 1 centimeter represents 5 kilometers. Then the first question says, keep the shortest distance in kilometers between port B and Q. So we need to get the distance from this point P to Q. So if we measure this one. We need to get that distance. This is the shortest distance between point Q and P. Measure this. And then we will be using the ruler to get that distance. So this is the distance starting from 0. We are using centimeters scale. So 1 centimeter represents 5 kilometers. So we will be saying this is 10.5 centimeters. So that is 10.5 centimeters. We see it again. It is from 0 to 10.5 centimeters. So this is 10.5 centimeters. So in kilometers, we are saying 1 centimeter represents 5 kilometers. So 1 centimeter is equal to 5 kilometers. What about 10.5 centimeters? We need to cross multiply and get the distance of this times this so that we get 10.5 centimeters in terms of kilometers. So this is 10.5 times 5. This is 25. 5 carry 2. This times this is 0. You write 2. This times this is 5. So this is 52.5 kilometers. That is the answer. So the next question says, state the pairing of point P from port A. Pairing of this point from port A. So it is from which point? This point. So we need to get this angle. This is the angle for this answer here. So we will be using the protractor. And then we set this one. We have two scales here, the inner and the outer. So for this case, we will be using the outer one. So make sure this is aligning to this knot. So if we read this, we use the outer scale. So this is 70 degrees. Please don't use 110. So this is 70 degrees. So in terms of pairing, it is 0.70 degrees. So this is the pairing of this, 0.70 degrees. That is the answer for this. The next question is to calculate the pairing of point A. Calculate the pairing of point A from port Q. So for this one, we need to get the pairing of this point. So using the same protractor. So we write a straight line here. We can write a straight line here. So what we need to see is from this point Q. So we can get this angle. And then we subtract out of 360. So using the same protractor, the angle here, this one is how many degrees? This is, we now use the inner one. So this is 65 degrees. So out of 360, so if you read this side here, so this is 65 degrees. So we say 360 minus 65, the answer is 295 degrees. So this is the answer, 295 degrees. So this is 295 degrees. This one was 70 degrees. So this is the answer for this one. Now this one is saying, but this spot here sails north, distance of 23.5 kilometers. So we need to calculate. We need to know that this is going upwards 23.5 kilometers. So they are saying calculate a length north from Q that should be in this scale for this spot. So when we want to calculate that one, we will be using this one. We convert this one into centimeters so that we will be using the scale drawing. So we know 1 centimeter is equals to 5 kilometers. What about 23.5 kilometers? So we want to know in terms of centimeters so that we can get the answer for this. So I would like this. I will say this times this divided by 5. So it will be 23.5 all over 5. This one will be, when we divide this divided by this, the answer is 4. You will remain here with 3. It will be 35.7 centimeters. And this is the answer for this one. I hope everything is clear, and I will say thank you. Please go and repeat the same question the way I did. Have a nice time.